That health and well-being of our communities are deeply intertwined with the resilient and sustainability. No further effort that is present for innovative approach that empower communities to take charge of the health, community to take charge of the health outcome and build sustainable system that they can stand the test of time. We hope through interactive discussion and involving communities, we can exchange knowledge, best practices, and innovative ideas that inform and inspire our collective work. Also, I extend my solicitude of you for your participant, patient, and initiation to this our cause. Thank you. And as I say, this opportunity to drive change and area of your restoration and sustainable for the generation to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Nancy, for your high and comment remarks. Well, challenges for the and of course our knowledge for the discussion session from our speakers. I will turn the mic over to our moderator. So today's moderator is Rinanto. He is class 2020. Certainly, the ordinary student has a lot of sessional experience. As we had of before, 2003, and the head of the Student Association of 2022. He also has several community service experiences and his latest community service is in his common village and use Java. Let's ask our moderator, Dimas. Halo Dimas.
Halo Gina.
Okay, so I'm good. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm really nervous actually.
Like little information that we actually from this team here, and we also actually practice for this public lecture like 2 days ago and also yesterday. So hopefully like this makes more fun. So yeah, I think now it's
Thank you, Gina. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Okay. I don't know, but I think today you're nervous and also before I start, I want to feel our spirit today because today we talk about empowerment. In empowerment, we have to have strong spirit and of course enjoy life. So if I say hey, you say hello. Hey. If I say hello, you say hi. Hello. Okay, let's repeat it. If I say you say hey, hello. If I say hey, you say hello. Hey. You don't know about. I hope you still have a strong experience our family, and this again was really interesting. So first, I would like to extend my utmost gratitude to the head of the Department of Public the coordinator of the Public Health Program, Ms. Majora, and all the guests and participants today. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dimas Hernanto, and I'm very honored to become coordinator for the next couple of hours. Today we will have two separate sessions, that is sharing session and panel session. In planner session, we will listen to presentation brought by Professor Professor of the Army regarding empowerment, and in sharing session we will discuss about child education in various countries such as China, Japan, Nepal, and of course our country, Indonesia. Without further ado, let's continue to the planning session. But before that, I would like to introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker is Professor lecturer here on public health major, specialized in administration policy, specialist in stigma. He is currently working as a financial analyst at the hospital, where he is briefly director at hospital. He has also speaker in various national conferences with achievement, national, international publication, and currently has many certification, some of which are Lean Six Sigma, Black Belt, and Human-Centered Productivity, Performance Management, Improvement System certification. Okay. I think it's enough for me to try to listen because he's actually quite to the right? So without further ado, I present to you Professor Haji this one. Let's give our biggest round for ourselves. How are you feeling today, sir?
Yes, I'm very good today, this morning, and very happy because this is the first time for offline, usually online, and I think this is the first time meet our students for this first time.
Okay. Give our applause to Mr. Haji Soto. Okay, I think you're really excited to give your presentation today. So without further ado, to Professor Dr. Achin Hengsuanto, you may present your presentation material. And the presentation today that Professor Achin brought is about empowerment for public health resilience and sustainable development. So the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I, okay, thank you. And I'm using my presentation's title, Community Empowerment for Public Health Resilience and Sustainable Development, Catalyst for Productivity in Indonesia. Can you full screen, please? Full screen? Full screen. Yeah. Ah, big applause. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. This is me. I'm professor of health economics. And okay, I will next in my presentations. Next, please. Gak bisa dari sini langsung ya. Okay. Okay, this is the part of my book. I was write about Lean, about Six Sigma. I think in Japan it's very famous. Like a Toyota production system. Black belt, Lean Six Sigma. But today I will talk about community, not think about Lean. Okay, next. Okay, for introductions, I think community empowerment play a pivotal role in fostering public health, public health resilience, and sustainable development, and especially in the context of productivity within Indonesia populations. And because Indonesia, we have a diverse archipelago and rich cultural, and Indonesia face a unique challenges in ensuring the well-being its people. These presentations explore how community empowerment initiatives and contribute to enhance public health, resilience, and driving sustainable development, thereby fostering increased productivity among the Indonesian populations. Okay, next please. Okay, talking about empowering community and catalyst for health and development, the community empowerment tools are crucial positions in nurturing both public health, resilience, and sustainable development, particularly concerning the productivity within the Indonesia, and given the Indonesia as a status many diversity pose unique challenges. So we have rich cultural and heritage, many varies, and ensuring the welfare of its people presents distinctive challenges. Despite this into the way in which community empowerment initiatives actively contribute to fortifying public health resilience and properly sustainable development, ultimately cultivating high-tech productivity among the Indonesian. And we talk about productivity, and I think this is the issue of the important issue in our country. Next, please. Okay, for nurturing well-being, Indonesia have a unique geographical and cultural landscape, necessitate tailored approach to addressing the well-being of its citizens by examining the impact of community empowerment initiative. This presentation sheds light on the mechanism through which such an effort become instrumental in fortifying public health and supporting sustainable development goals. Through an exploration of this initiative, a comprehensive understanding emerged regarding the pivotal role in not only enhanced health resilience, but also in laying the groundwork for a sustainable and productive society. Okay, next. And for empowerment, this key to overcoming diverse challenges, the significance of community empowerment becomes particularly pronounced when considering the diverse challenges faced by Indonesia as the nation grapples with ensuring the health and prosperity of its peoples. Community-driven initiatives through to the effective tools in overcoming these hurdles. This presentation aims to unravel the interconnectedness to community empowerment, public health resilience, and sustainable development, emphasizing the resultant boost in productivity among the Indonesian people. And this is the effective roles in Indonesian progress. Next. And for building resilience, so community empowerment emerges as a lipstick in addressing the distinct challenges faced by Indonesia in maintaining public health, promoting sustainable development, and ultimately the fostering productivity. By understanding and appreciating the impact of community-driven initiative, policymakers and communities alike can work toward building a resilient and sustainable future for Indonesia. Next. The part of my presentations, this second part is the importance of the community empowerment. Community empowerment involves equipping individuals with the knowledge, skill, and resources needed to take control of their own well-being and developments. In the realm of public health, this translates to promoting health education, preventive measures, and community-based healthcare initiatives. Empowered community are more likely to adopt healthier lifestyle, healthier family, and healthy vaccination program, and actively participate in disease prevention efforts. Next slide. And for empowering community is a core of health initiative. Its core community empower entails providing individual with the essential knowledge, skill, and resources required to assert control over their personal well-being and developmental trajectory. Within the sphere of public health, this empower manifests through the promotions of health education, preventive measures, and initiatives centered around community-based healthcare. And a community that's experienced empowerment demonstrate a heightened propensity to embrace healthier lifestyle, comply with vaccination programs, so commitment, and engage actively in endeavor dedicated to preventing disease. Next. This is the empowerment essence, the transforming health decisions making. The essence of community empowerment lies in its transformative impact. Endowing individual with the agency to make informed decisions regarding the health and overall progress. By imparting crucial knowledge and skills, community empowerment enables community to play an active role in their well-being, fostering a sense of ownership over health-related choices. This dynamic involvement extends to the cultivating of healthier lifestyles, where empowered community are predisposed to adopting preventive measures and active contributing to disease prevention effort. Next. By fostering health consciousness, the empowered impact. Moreover, the reverberations of community empowerment extend into the creations of culture step in health consciousness. Empowered community not only possess the tools to make informed decisions, but also inclined to participate in activities that promote health. The increased likelihood of adhering to a vaccination program serves a testament in efficacy and community empowerment in mobilizing individual toward shared health objectives. Next. This point about integral, next please. Integral empowerment is the cornerstone for health and resilience. So the concept of community empowerment is integral, and particularly within the realm of public health. It serves a cornerstone for cultivating informed, proactive, and health-conscious community, significantly contributing the adoptions of healthier lifestyles and the success of preventive health measures. Through an emphasis of empowerment, societies pave the way for more resilience and engage approach to public health, laying the groundwork for improved well-being and development. Next. Okay, this is the public health resilience. In the face of emerging health challenges such as pandemic and environmental threats, community empowerment becomes a key component of building public health resilience. Local communities are better equipped to respond to health crises when they have a deep understanding of preventive measures, early detections, and effective communication channel. By investing in a community health educations and training programs, Indonesia can create a resilient public health infrastructures and in resilient public health that can withstand and respond to unforeseen health challenges. Next. For the pandemics and empowerment of building health resilience, in the presence of evolving health threats like pandemic or environment hazard, the role of community empowerment remains a fundamental element in fortifying public health resilience, local community, and enhance capability of control health crises when armed with comprehensive knowledge of preventive measure, detection, early and strategy, and efficient community communication channel. So the strategic investment in community, like health educations and health education is vital, and Indonesia have a potential to establish a robust public health infrastructure capable with standing and effectively addressing and enforcing health challenges. Next. The empowerment community for public health resilience. The concept of public health resilience hides in the empowerment of local communities, ensuring they possess the necessary tools to navigate and respond adapt to emerging health risks. A firm understanding of preventions measures within the community enable proactive measures to be taken, minimizing the impact of potential health crises, early detection mechanisms, and more effective when community are well informed. Community well informed and actively engaged in health-related decision process. Next, the community, the communication and empowerment. This is the key to resilience. A pivotal aspect of building public health resilience involves establishing open and effective communication channels within local community, empower community equipped with the knowledge to disseminate accurate health information system to contribute a collective response that is timely and coordinated. By investing in education and training programs at the community levels, Indonesia not only strengthened the foundations of public health awareness, but also cultivating a proactive and responsive environment that can adapt and foresee their health challenges. Next is a list theme of health resilience. So the community empowerment serves the lead theme in constructing public health resilience, especially in the face of emerging health threats. And Indonesia's investment in community health education and training program hold the promise of creating a resilient public health infrastructure. These infrastructures can be effectively withstand and respond to unforeseen health challenges, ensuring a more prepared and resilient society in the realm of the public health. Next, we're talking about sustainable development. The empowered, the community are not only in healthy, but also more economically and social resilience. Sustainable development encompasses a holistic approach that considers economic, social, and environmental factors. By empowering community with sustainable practice such as eco-friendly agriculture, waste management, and renewable energy initiative, Indonesia can ensure the long-term well-being of citizens while preserving its natural resources. Next, the empowering community for health and sustainability. Empowered community not only experience improved health, but also demonstrate enhanced economic and social resilience. And sustainable development embraces a comprehensive strategy, takes into account economic, social, and environmental factors. Through the empowerment of community with sustainable practices, such as environmentally friendly agriculture, waste management, and so on. Next, the empowerment beyond health. This is the sustainable development strategy. The positive impact of community empowerment extends beyond health outcomes, influencing the economic and social fabric of society. Sustainable development characterized by a balanced and harmonious approach to economic, social, and environment aspect. It's a key driver of long-term prosperity. Empowering community to adopt sustainable practices ensure that economic activity are conducted responsibly and the social structure remains resilient and environmental concerns are addressed proactively. Next is the fostering well-being, the Indonesia Sustainable Empower Initiative. Indonesia, by fostering community empowerment through sustainable practices, hold the potential to secure the lasting well-being its populations. Integrating eco-friendly agricultural outcomes method not only promote healthier food productions, but also contribute to environment conservation, effective waste management practices, when embraced by empowering community, mitigate environment impact, and foster a cleaner, healthier living environment. The implementation of renewable energy initiative further aligned with sustainable development goals, offering a cleaner and sustainable energy landscape for the future. So maybe you can look in the road many electric vehicles in Jakarta especially. Okay, next. Empowerment for resilience. This is the Indonesia holistic approach. So the empowerment, the community not only contributes the enhanced health, but bolster economics and social resilience. Sustainable development is facilitated through community development, community empowerment, offer a holistic approach to addressing economic, social, and environment challenges. Next. Okay. The productivity and the economic growth. A healthier and empowered populations that contribute to increased productivity and economic growth. When the community have access to quality of healthcare and education, and the workforce become more efficient and competitive, reduce the absenteeism due to illness, improve cognitive ability through education, and increase innovations, foster an environment conducive to economic development. By investing in health and education of its citizens, Indonesia can create a robust and dynamic workforce. Thanks. Okay, the healthy empowerment, enhanced productivity and effective and economic growth are direct outcome of populations. It's not only healthier, but also empowered. The accessibility of quality healthcare and education within community directly correlates with a more efficient and competitive workforce. Diminished absenteeism resulting from illness and heightened cognitive ability fostering through education and innovation collectively create an environment conducive to economic development. Indonesia, through strategic investment in the health and education of its citizens, hold the potential to cultivate a resilient and dynamic workforce capable of driving productivity across diverse sectors. Next, health, empowerment, and prosperity success. The connection between healthy, empowered populace and economic prosperity is evidenced in efficiency and competitive of the workforce. Accessible healthcare and education equip individuals with the tools necessary to contribute meaningfully to workforce, resulting in heightened efficiency. Moreover, a healthier population experiences reduce absenteeism and ensuring a more consistent in robust labor force for that positively impact in productivity. Next, so we must build a strong foundations with health and education investments. Investment in health and education sector play a pivotal role in shaping and cognitive abilities in the workforce. Improve education's opportunity not only enhance individual skills, but also contribute to collective knowledge and fostering innovations and creativity. This synergy between education, health, and innovation form the bedrock of economy vibrant society. Next, the Indonesia path to resilient prosperity. Indonesia's commitment to investing in the well-being and education of its citizens is poised to yield long-term benefit. By prioritizing the health and education sectors, Indonesia has the potential to shape workforce citizenship, education sector, and this term will promote productivity across the various sectors, laying the foundation for sustaining economic growth and development.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, but the time is up, so if you may please speed up your question. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is the last. Okay, next. Yes, this is the empowerment and feeling. In the conclusions, the interplay between a healthy, empowered populations and economic prosperity is underscored by positive impact on workforce, efficiently reducing the absenteeism and so on. Okay, next, This is the my conclusion. Next, please. Okay, next. Yeah. The first is empowerment foundations and resilience, prosperity, and sustainability. So the community empower for this healthier and development, catalyze the productivity, contributing to a resilience, prosperous, sustainable Indonesian society. Next. The building resilient and thriving the futures. Community empowerment is pivotal for Indonesians' resilient, sustainable futures and prioritizing well-being, knowledge access, and harness human capitals. And the last, for the transformative. Next, please. Okay. The transformative empowerment is the saving societal well-being and shaping societal well-being, integrating empowerment into health policy, public health, transform society, fostering active citizen participations, cultural shift, and promise in Indonesia. So, in closing, I want to express my gratitude for your attendance in my presentations, and actually, I apologize if any error and way I have need your feedback in valuable, and I'm committed to continue improvement. And thank you so much for moderator. Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Give our applause to Professor. Thank you very much, sir, for addressing this very insightful topic regarding empowerment and its connection between empowerment for public health resilience and sustainable development. And if I may conclude some of important points from Professor Dr. Achim's presentation, we can conclude that to ensure welfare for all of the people is really hard and have many challenges, especially in Indonesia where we have very diverse ethnicities, religion, and heritage. And one way to ensure people's welfare is through community empowerment. And community empowerment is a way to equip someone to means to control their own well-being. And in public health especially, community empowerment is being pushed to people via health promotion. And empowerment cultivates health consciousness culture and the improvement of health dignity. So empowerment is actually a really big and key point in public health resilience because empowered people have more responsiveness against health crisis than people without empowered or unempowered people. Thank you so much again, sir, for this really insightful topic, and it's really widened my views about the interconnected between empowerment, community empowerment especially, and public health resilience and sustainable development. Similar to how interconnected we are with our bed every morning, and especially our rebahan generation. Okay, for the next plenary session, we will continue with presentation given by Professor Toki Ame. But before that, let me introduce Professor Toki first. Professor Toki Ame is one of the lecturer and researcher down at Tsukuba University. She specializes on community empowerment, community care, lifespan development, hygiene, and of course, public health. Currently, she is part of many academic societies such as International System, Sciences in Health Social Services for Elderly and the Disabled, the Union for Health Promotion and Education, Society for Research in Child Development, and many other prestigious societies. She has published many articles, and her latest article is Social Frailty and Functional Status in Japanese Older Adult, the meditative role of subjective cognitive function. Fellow student, well, if I have to mention all of fascinating fact about Professor Toki Ame, I think we don't have enough time because it will take a whole day just to finish it. So I think we will know her better by just inviting her to stand. So, welcome, Professor Toki Ande.
Okay, nice to meet you. I'm so glad to be here with you. Hello? So, you see, this is our lab member. This is Professor Yuri here. And 3 Indonesian members here. And from Nepal, from China, those ones together with me. Okay, so the first question, do you know the similarity of your flag and Japanese flag? Raise your hand if you know. Yes, correct. Our flag is also white and red. And especially the meaning is same. Red means passion, energy, here and out. So I wear the red shoes here. Okay? I want to empower you. And white one is the pureness, sincerity. That is the same. You are coming. So lots of similarities with you and Japan. Okay, next please. Wait. My title is Empowerment, Enhance our World Possibilities. Yeah, thank you. So, second question is, what is empowerment? What is empowerment? You don't know. What is empowerment? Okay, next please. Empowerment is giving people hopes and dreams, offering them encouragement and promoting them to generate within themselves the wonderful potential strengths to live that everyone essentially has. Okay? I know you are the professional of care, public health, and medicine. We all the professional of empowerment to empower the patients, empower the residents, empower the people. That is our role. Okay, next please. Next please. Yeah, as a professional, we should know 3 different kinds of empowerment is essential for us. First one is self-empowerment. Self-empowerment. You yourself empower. Okay? The next one is peer empowerment. Do you know peer? The friends, the colleagues together empower each other. That is peer empowerment. And the third one is community empowerment. Your professor mentioned lots of things. The organizations and reference, place, community, together empower. Country together empower. Work together empower. That is community empowerment. The point is, next please. We call the synergetic effects of empowerment. Use these 3 empowerment together. That is a professional way. Please be remember in your life from now on, okay? Use them synergetically. If the people cannot use self-empowerment, use peer empowerment and community empowerment to empower self. Okay? As a professional, it is really essential to get the skills. We are doing the research more than 30 years. What is the factors related to the empowerment and I will show you a little bit because the time is limited. And together with you, discuss what is the essence of the empowerment. Please, next. What is the essence for self-empowerment? Next, please. I will give you the examples. Next, please. We have a big earthquake. You also have a big earthquake often. So this is a 2011 earthquake. The elementary school, big tsunami coming. This is the third floor, but still completely broken. But fortunately, the students go up the highest one, and this is wow, that's good. And next, please. You see the guy on the roof, 3 days floating on the sea. But he can survive after 3 days. After he survived, he said, exactly the points of self-empowerment kind of things. 3 points. I gave you the handout yesterday. You did the homework in the house. So what is the 3 points of the important factors of self-empowerment? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Oh, you are so motivated. Great. Okay. Go ahead.
The first one, maybe for me, I have to give myself a little bit of courageous first, and I have to believe in myself, and then I have to let's respect myself, so I can still be not too encouraged in be encouraged if I'm in that kind of situation. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, any other opinions? Any other opinions? You want to say something?
How to self-improvement? Play I love music, or I love what I think and
What is the essence for self-empowerment, please? One is the hope, dream. Okay? And second one is self-efficacy. Even if someone has a hope and dream, but if they don't have self-efficacy or do such kind of thing, then it's difficult to do the self-empowerment. And the third one is a community reframing. Put the meaning, why it is important for you. For example, the people who want to do suicide, maybe among these three, some factors are lacked for them. So as a health professional, you check what dream she or she has, what self-efficacy, how much self-efficacy they have. how much cognitive training they have. If they have a cognitive training, you as a professional make some cognitive training, put the meaning, why it is there. Okay? Okay, next. Next, please. What is the essence of peer empowerment? Next, please. So this is a photo from the disaster area who lost families and houses by tsunami, gathered together to make some materials to reduce the sad mood. Next, please. They make these kinds of elephant by towel, handmade elephant by towel, and put the name of, please, next, please. Yeah. First, they put the name of do not give up elephant. Because in Japanese, makenai zo, that is, do not give up elephant's name. But after 1 year, they changed the name of the elephant based on the peer environment thinking. The question is, how they change the name? Peer empowerment. Do not give up is, oh, I don't want to give up. Self-empowerment kind of name. But 1 year later, they change the name. Imagine. Please engage. I don't know, is more peer empowerment? Yes? You want to say something?
Low caliber. Low caliber.
I know. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, now the elephant is great. And another ideas? You have any ideas? Yes, that's related to that. Okay. Next, please. Dreams come up. That include everything for love, and I hope your dreams come up. You may come out so in Japanese. So very much different. And then people who making the elephant become more and more happier because not only self-employment, but someone else happier. They hope. That means more peer empowerment and community empowerment expand the environment and synergy model coming. So it is really effective. Okay, next please. Next please. So what is the essence of peer environment? Please. Next please. A sense of pride in oneself. Even the peer environment, people themselves has a pride on you. That is the basement of peer environment. And next, please. Celebrate diversity. Peer is not the same one's group. Diverse group is more and more strong. So I think that Indonesia here, so diverse, cultures and ethnicities, it's a really a strength of this country. And third is believing in the capacities of the group, even though the groups are great. Some to sing together this morning. Together, we are Indonesians. That is a great peer empowerment essence. Okay. So we make the empowerment books. Thank you. And cards. I will give you your library later. This is a book of picture book. We use this one not only in childcare, but also the elderly care, public health, and professional education. This also is research. We choose the tips for the department. This one I will give you later, the library. And this is the title. And this is the card. Come, children and elderly, everyone can enjoy together using the card game to learn empowerment automatically. Okay? So, we have an Indonesian version of this picture book. You already distributed the file so, and can run anyone can download from our website. So let's see what is the tips. Next, please. The first four pages are for self-empowerment. The best is yet to come. Next, please. I am special, be proud of myself. Next, please. That's right. Anyway, that's right. Okay, next. It's going to be alright. Sometimes relax and just going on, it's okay. Some kind of things is important for self-empowerment. And next, from here, the peer empowerment. 3 tips of peer empowerment I explain now is say, yes, you can. Next, please. Celebrate diversity. Next, please. Believe in group creativity. Okay? Next, please. From here, the community empowerment part, the tips is respect values of others, respond to the needs of others. Next, please. Identify our capabilities. Next, please. Learn together from improvement. Next, please. So from here, the practice in life, build environment, meet them together. Synergy. This is the synergy model. Next, please. Have fun while changing. Next, please. Enhance mutual support. Next, please. Listen with empathy. Next, please. Enjoy practicing. Next, please. Always be thankful. Next, please. This is the last one. Reach our experience to the future. So please use these 18 tips in your life. Okay, next please. So you can download from our website, Empowerment Research and Education Forum, all free. This picture book, and we have cartoons, dance, and manga, lots of things in it. So please enjoy it. Next, please. So, be an empowered professional. 3 points are important. First one is find strengths as much as possible. Find strengths for people. Find strengths for your friends. Find strengths your teachers, your parents, your children. So anyway, first find the strengths. Not the challenging part, but the strengths focused on. Then the next, a true praise. So people are so happy if we praise and praise. And thirdly, next please. And the fourth is, let's enjoy together. We are the team. Human being cannot survive really alone. Now we are focusing on the co-creative well-being. That means well-being together. Well-being for the happiness for all over the world people. So that is quite related to the professor's lectures. That is the essential things. Okay? So finally, I'd like to say again, self-empowerment, peer empowerment, community empowerment, together use. From now on, and next please, the last page is turn over the page. You understand the meaning? Turn over the page. From now on, your new life, honey, this environment stories and the lesson. I really hope your fruitful future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Tokiami, for the really lively presentation. Let's give applause one more time for Professor Tokiami. Okay, if I may conclude Professor Tokiami presentation about empowerment. So community empowerment, peer empowerment, and self-empowerment are cogs of synergetic improvement. The essence of self-empowerment are hope or dreams, self-efficacy, and cognitive reframing. The essence of peer empowerment are a sense of pride in oneself, celebrate diversity, and believing in capacities of the group. And one of the essence of community empowerment is appreciate the value and need of others. Okay, thank you so much again, Prof, for the really mind-blowing presentation. So now we will engage in our really awaited segment, that is discussion and Q&A segment. So if any audience have any question, you may raise your hand so the committee can lend you the microphone. So without further ado, let's continue with our first question. Is there any question from the audience, coming from the audience? Okay, can the committee help with the microphone?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity and good morning everyone. Hi! Okay, hi Professor Achim and Mrs. Takame. My name is Inara and I'm a 22nd batch of Public Health in Japan, Fiji. And my question is regarding to your presentation. I want to ask if you say about like group empowerment, right? So we have to believe in each other, building synergies, but what if one of our group mates, they don't want to show like the empowerment? Like how do we deal with it? How do we go with it to make our group like still as good as before? I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Maybe Professor Tokiami can answer first.
Thank you for your questions. I'm so glad. That's a very good questions. So if you cannot identify your colleagues empowered, please think why. What's the reason? Always. Then the 3 points of self-empowerment part is very useful for you to identify why. That he or she doesn't have hope, that she or he doesn't have any leadership kinds of things or being kinds of things. Then, first you identify the reason and then approach what you find. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, maybe Professor Achim wants to add up to the question.
Yeah, good questions. I think for accept and you, if you want to build empowerment in a group, so you must accept the differences, the various, maybe various backgrounds, and you must synergize with other peoples and in other backgrounds. So in university, you can engage with sociology, maybe in FISIP, FISIP too have communications science. Mereka punya jurusan ilmu komunikasi ya. And I think the communicating bad news in healthcare is important. So I have experience in the medical checkup, and after medical checkup, we found not a good result, and we must communicate in the persons. So I think this is have technique, technique. So the communicating bad news is important in the health, especially in public health. So if you want to make a group empowerment, so you must build various background, various culture, and I think Indonesia have many experience in anthropology. In last week, I went to Banjarbaru, and I think in riverside, it's the many challenges for make water health. Water health karena sanitasinya masih kurang bagus. I think it is the challenges for us, for Indonesia in public health challenges. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Professor Professor Ati, for the answer. Is it enough, Inara?
For my team, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, thank you for the question. Inara, for the question and the question. Okay. Is there any question coming from the audience? Okay. Can you come and your microphone?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. We've been seeing a bunch of methods to empower the community public health, both from Professor Harry and from the cute slides from Professor Toki, especially our diverse environment. But I still wonder, professors, which one is the key strategy and methodology for empowering communities in the context of socio-economic vectors, cultural beliefs, and the hard government structures influence the effectiveness of these approaches? Thank you, professors.
Okay, thank you for the question. Maybe now Professor Achin can answer first.
Yes. Oh, it's good questions. Yes, I think you must have the mindset of sustainable development. So in sustainable development, you must have third mindset. The first is economic, and then people, society, and environment. If you will grow the economy and society, you must concern about environment. So the environment, the ecosystem must be balanced. And for empowering community, I think it's many strategy. But in the short sentence, you must concern about sustainable development, and then you must have an outcome about productivity. Productivity means output divided by input. If you have much input, but you don't have or you have limited output, and then the conclusion is your productivity is low. So the point is increase your productivity with another input, and we can link or coordinate or integrate with another sector, not only in health. Maybe you can join with education, with social, and then maybe in income in the defense, yeah, defense. Because Indonesia have, 3T ya, terluar. Yeah. So I think this area in rural and in urban, we have we have the same challenges for the equity of accessing health care in the term of the quality, the high quality of content. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Aji. Maybe Professor Amin want to add up to the answer.
Thank you for your important questions. Yeah, we are doing the research and the project for more than 30 years about the community empowerment. The first step is really important to make a vision with people, with the communities. Vision. Okay? Otherwise, even so much research and so much resources fail. First vision with people is really important. So, step by step, anytime together with the people in the community, and then make the vision, next make the process, and then make the evaluation methods, such kinds of things, step by step. That's the tips to do that. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Professor Amin, for the compact answer. Is it enough? Okay, thank you so much for the question. Today's audience really have a tough and interesting question actually. Are there any more questions coming from the audience? Okay, can the committee help to lend the microphone? And you may introduce yourself first.
First of all, thank you so much for the opportunities. Let me introduce myself. I'm Faisal Dewi. First, I want to ask. You say about the empowering communities, and this is preventing and environmental threats and transformative impact, and a lot of programs and plans. I want to ask how do that programs and plans can impact and can apply it to the society? As we know that society is sometimes it's hard to tell us, and sometimes it is hard to tell to the society that what is right and what is wrong. What is the
And we have another mic. Thank you.
Maybe the concrete way, so the society can adapt to the plan and the programs that the professors make. Thank you. And secondly that I want to ask is sometimes like it's hard, but maybe that the animation and that the picture that presented by professor is really empowering, and I think that is a good idea. That maybe that is what I want to tell and what I want to ask. Thank you. That's all from me. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Enough for the question.
Yes.
Firstly, maybe Professor Amit answer first.
Yeah, thank you very much for the questions. Yes, it's very effective to use pictures and dance and songs. Yeah, such kinds of things. Enjoy together is essence to environment, you know. So please use those kinds of methods for public health, and especially for the children. Children's education is based on the flourish of the country, you know. So if you learn childhood, the environment and care for other people, such kinds of essential disciplines as human beings, it's really important. So your role is so much for public health every day. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Professor Amit, for the answer. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you for wonderful questions. Yes, I think for successful empowering, you must have three key points. The first one is mindset. So you must have good visions and good missions. And the second is skill set. Yeah, not only mindset, but you must have a skill set to make a presentation like using a cartoon. I think it is the special in Japan, yeah? Like Doraemon, you know. Yeah, and the third one is tool set. Yeah, so mindset, skill set, and tool set. In the community, you must give them the three set of all. Yeah. And you can revitalizing the cadre in Indonesia called posyandu or posbindu. You can revitalize it and give them mindset, skill set, and tool set. Not only lip sync, not only a slogan, but you must give them tool set like a cartoon, you know, using a card, using many form in for activating for the empowering the community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor, for the answer. We are close to the 5 speakers today. Is it enough for the question? Okay. Community, we still have more time for more questions. Okay. Are there any questions coming from the audience? Okay. And we have red mic. This one first, maybe.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Faiza Kala, from batch 23 of Public Health in UPN Fiji. So, from the presentation from Prof. Heri, we may know that there are 17 goals of Sustainable Development Goals, like zero poverty and many more. So my question is actually, how do we as the public health give the specific or the most reliable kebijakan to the community in order to give the empowerment to community itself? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Prof. Haji can answer first.
Okay. In Indonesia, we have a policy about community empowerment, and especially we have, community centers, and community center have coverage in 30 family members, ya, sekitar 30 kepala keluarga. And in the health center itu puskesmas ya, Puskesmas in Indonesia, community health center, we have coverage in 10 million members, and we can develop Germas in Indonesia. Germas is Gerakan Masyarakat Hidup Sehat. This is the policy from the Ministry of Health, and then PHBS. PHBS means perilaku hidup bersih dan sehat, and then this is the policy. And in Ministry of Health, the policy is we have a transforming of health. We have 7 pillars in transforming health, and this is the start from the basic primary healthcare, and then the referral system, and so on and so on. And then in the sustainable development goals, maybe for public health is direct in the well-being. Yeah. So if have a community with a good well-being, increase productivity, and then maybe for absenteeism is can reduce, and the workforce can make productivity and make income for good nutrition, good health, activity, and so on.
Okay, thank you, Professor Raji, for the answer. Professor Andi, maybe can add up more? About Japan.
Thank you very much for your questions. We, Japan, have a system like we have a public health center each district and public health nurse each district. So completely regulated to the national government all over Japan. And we have a public long-term care insurance also, not only the medical insurances. So people have to pay as an insurance money, but if they need to care and medical things, we get it. That's the system.
In Indonesia, for 2014, we have, because in Indonesia, funding for health is burden, and so in Indonesia we have universal health coverage. So all of Indonesia people can free of charge to go to the health center, to the hospital, especially for public hospitals. We have universal health coverage, not only social health coverage, but universal. So this is for all Indonesian people.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. So I gained my knowledge about the differences of health policy between Indonesia and in Japan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. Looks like there's still more question. Can you listen? Okay.
Good morning. Hello, I'm Sabil. I'm public health registered student. I just want to know that I really like your idea of environment looks like animation book. In Indonesia, actually have the same like that. The name is Google Magazine. Like looks like similar, I think, because but with different background. And I want to ask Prof. Anna, I really want to know how and what is your background to make that environment. It's your background. What makes the environment? Why you make?
Yeah, I'm the director of writing this book, but the drawing and makeup attorney is a professional. I make the story and no, human being. Professional, not AI. So I ask the professional writers to make the role. But the story I made. Not only me, but lab members together.
Jadi ceritanya, skenario-nya dari dia, tapi dia meng-hire orang yang profesional untuk bikin gambar. Tapi ceritanya, skenario-nya dari
My background is public health. Yeah, we already made a video, but especially use the picture book in the kindergarten and childcare and elder's house is very natural to use it.
For the own people.
Yeah, and even the company, it's very good because people, business people, feel happy to see the picture book. Healing experiences. You can download freely, so don't sell. Just download by yourself. It's free. So please see it.
Because many people love the picture from many of the world.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for the answer. Maybe we can download Professor Andre book because really like free things. So maybe we can search it on the internet. Yes, the books really takes we back to childhood, I think. Okay, any other question from the audience? Okay.
Hello, my name is Rachel Sylvia, and I want to ask about like what Professor Ami said. We have to choose one of the three empowerments first to mobilize just the other empowerments. I want to make sure what if two of the empowerments are already running, but one of them is stuck in the process. What steps should we take? Thank you.
Okay. Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Like Professor Amir said, we have to choose one of the three empowerments to be the first step to mobilize the other empowerments. I want to ask, what if we apa ya? What if two of the empowerments are already running, but the other one is stuck in the process. Jadi kayak proses, jadi kita udah ngejalanin duanya Kak, tapi yang satu ini gak berjalan, kan ada tiga gitu. Jadi yang satunya ini stuck di prosesnya itu.
Okay, so if we have already run the empowerment process, the self-empowerment, community empowerment, but we stuck at just maybe we stuck at peer empowerment or maybe we stuck at self-empowerment, what should we do?
Yeah, please find the reason and anytime enjoy. Oh, this is not stuff and something no, just enjoy. Oh, this is a good chance for us to learn. Why stuff? Yeah, you can enjoy everything because we are a team, not alone. So I mentioned about the tips of the empowerment. Enjoy together. So you can enjoy everything by the team. Okay? Thank you.
Maybe you want to add up?
I have an experience. If you have a problem about that, only one. Allahumma paksain. I think this is if you have good intentions, you must defend the intention. You must push it, and I think maybe sometimes it's success part of because in Indonesian culture we must push intention sometimes. Yeah.
So all Humapaksai is in English is whatever happened, just push through it. Okay. Is it enough for the answer?
Enough. Thank you, Sean.
Okay, maybe sometimes we have to enjoy our stuckness because sometimes stuck is good, you know, like stuck in the past with your ex maybe. Okay, we can continue. Is there any more time? Okay, I think there's still many questions coming from the audience, Prof, but sadly, the committee already told me that the time is up, so unfortunately I have to end today's discussion session. Thank you again for the answer and the presentation of today's topic. Can we give another big applause for our professor? I hope we can meet again in the future activities and you may not return to us. Thank you, Prof. Okay, let's give a big round of applause again for our professor and teacher. Okay, please don't be upset, my fellow students and ladies and gentlemen, because our agenda doesn't end yet. We will continue our agenda with a session that will be accompanied by our speakers, 5 speakers actually. And let me call them one by one because 5 we don't know them yet, and I hope we can know them better. So first I will call them. I will present to you our speaker for this sharing session. Please, Mrs. Zuzu, you may come up to the stage. Let's give our big round of applause. Okay, our next speaker is Mr. Xiang Li. You may come up to the stage. Let's give a big round of applause. The next is Miss Marika Serta. You may come up to the stage. The next is Miss Otli. You may come up to the stage. And lastly, actually, she's one of our lecturers. Maybe you guys didn't met yet, so this is the first time. To Miss Yurido Diantami, you may come up to the stage. Okay, you may all sit to your seats. Okay, my fellow students and ladies and gentlemen, this sharing session will talk about child education in various nations. That is China, Japan, Nepal, and of course our nation, our beloved nation, Indonesia. And firstly, we will start with how child education situation in China. That will be presented by Miss Suzu. And for the time stage, sure.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Zhu and I come from China. First, I will introduce a bit about myself. Okay. Actually, after I left the college in China, I went to Japan to get my master's degree. Yeah, for 3 years, I studied in Japan 3 years and get my master's degree. And then after that, I come back to China and I find a job as a teacher in a college. And my major is the early childhood education and care. At that time, actually, in my position is to start the children's education and care under 3 years old. Actually, at that time, no very few facilities focus on the children under 3 years old. Maybe most of the facilities are just for the children over 3 years old. So actually at that time, I used what I learned in Japan and give the empowerment in my hometown. So I built, I and my team together to start the early education and care for the children under 3 years old.
And after that, after 5 years work as a lecturer, I really found that I should know more things. I should broaden my value and my perspectives again. So even I get married and I have a son, 5 years old, I also come back to Japan and now I get a PhD. So that was my experience. So first I want to empower you that I know you are very clever and also professional in your major. So please go ahead and you can, like today we share our information to you. And the next day in the future you can share your opinions to the world. So that's the first thing I want to explain, to share with you. And it's my pleasure to give you some in China today. Thank you. So please, the slider, PowerPoint. Okay. Because we are waiting for the PowerPoint, I will first give you some points of my presentation. Today I will focus on the child care in China. So, okay, good. Yeah, I will Okay, I have 3 points in today's presentation. First, I will introduce the current situation in Chinese childcare. Second, I will show some challenge in the childcare, Chinese childcare, and then let's discuss and let's think together how to overcome the difficulties and go ahead and to improve our childcare in the future. So next, please. Next, please. Yeah. That's the current situation in Chinese childcare environment. We can say that actually, do you know the one-child policy in China? Yeah, you know it, right? Yeah, actually, we have a long history that we all Chinese only can have one child in one family. But actually, from 2016, the policy is changed. Now we can have 1 or 2 or 3, no limited. It's the policy. That's why, because, low birth rate. We can say that even maybe you think China is big, have a very large population, right? But now we can say that the last year, the birth rate only 6.39 seconds. So that's the low birth rate, the biggest problem that's in China. And actually, the third one is that the family-centric system. That means the lack of some public social welfare. So most of the costs of the child care were burdened by the family themselves. So that's the current situation. So next, please. It's related to the challenges. We can say that because of the current situation, we can say that the first challenge is the big gap between the rural area and the urban area. And the second one is that we should power up, we should improve the quality of child care. Even though now we have some facilities for the children even under 3 years old and of course over the 3 years old, but the quality should be improved more and more. And the third one, I mentioned that the social welfare is not enough. So that's the challenges here. But even we have the challenges, we researchers and the practitioners and also the families, the parents and the children, we together, we want to overcome such challenges we try our best to what we can do. So next, please. Yeah, so we can say that it's an example for the child care and the kindergarten schedule. We can say that actually each hour was settled. That means children can't focus on what they are interested in and can't decide what they want to do. Almost the schedule was settled. So that's the current situation here, but we want to improve it, and actually the situation is developing. So next, please. What we do? Next, please. Yeah. What we can do as a professor or the researchers, I give you an example from me. Yeah, that's what I do in my hometown. We can say that I built a cohort study. That means that I do the research in the baseline and do the follow-up in this week. That's my hometown. Yeah, near Shanghai. Maybe you know the city, right? And I come back to my hometown and just give the questionnaire survey and also the observation survey. And we know the children and families' needs, and we consider how to empower them and how to help them. So next, please. Yeah, this is the main process of my survey. We can say first, I do the interview with the teachers in the kindergarten. It's the first photo, and the second photo is that based on their needs, I share my information. I learned abroad, and also from the different countries, like Indonesia and the other countries, we have our strengths. So I just share the widened perspective to the teachers, and the third photo shows that that's the effective tool. Yeah, it's very important because we should empower our children and families with evidence. So the third one is the tool that I use. I will introduce the next slide, and the last one is feedback. After we get the practice letter from the families, we should feedback to them, and that's actually the final goal. We should support them. So next, please. Yeah, that's the effective tools. The tools are developed by our sciences team together. That for example, the first one is about the child care environment. It is a search for parents. Parents give the information of the home learning environment. And the second one is for the teachers. The teachers are trained by how to observe the daily life of the children and then evaluate. And the third one is the model. Based on the data we got from the effective tools, we have the empowerment case model. And actually, you can find it in Online Sciences book, and you can search it. Yeah, it's free for you to use it. It can use to support the children and the families. Next, please. Yeah, so I will give you the latest and the main results from my research. First is that actually, in a word, every child is unique. That means their development will increase and also has a plasticity. So that's the first point. And the second point is that in the child environment, I mean, for example, read book to the children, sing song together with the children, and go outside play together with the children. Like such sufficient childcare environment can positively contribute to the children's development. That means we should support the families. And the third one is that the parental physical display should be prohibited in all settings. yeah, that's also the now the world want to do in the healthcare field. So next please. Yeah, I will show some photos that after I do the research, some changes are in the kindergarten. The first picture shows that actually it's the artwork. The children and the teachers, they did it together. The children bring their things they don't use in their home and to the kindergarten, and they just to design it together and finish it. And the second one actually is my husband and my son. Yeah, they play together in the kindergarten because after our survey, I talked to the leader of the kindergarten and they said, yeah, maybe not only the children but also the parents should know what's the real life of their children in the kindergarten. So they, yeah, that's the day that open for the parents. Very, yeah, they have fun. And the last one is that the big professionals and the researchers also go to the kindergarten and use the effective tools to get their evidence to how and consider how to improve the childcare in the next step. Okay, next. Okay, finally, I will summarize my presentation that our goal is to empower the creative well-being of children, families, and childcare practitioners with scientific evidence. So, above all, I think if we can do together, we can make the world of possibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for our presentation, Ms. Suzu. We can really see some interesting fact and insightful fact from Ms. Suzu's presentation, especially about the update of one child policy in China and how different children's kindergarten activities from China and Indonesia. Because in China it's activities to 5 p.m. and in Indonesia maybe just only 2 hours one day, so that's really different. And we can also see some picture about Ms. Suzu's husband and her children. Okay, thank you, Ms. Suzu. We will come back to your seat. For the next session, we will hear and watch presentation from Mr. Li Xiang about children's situation in Japan. So for Mr. Li Xiang, this is the time he shows.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone, my name is Lee. I'm very glad to meet you here. Today I will share some childcare practice in Japan. Slide please. So, as for today my presentation, I will summarize 3 points that I want to tell you. The first is that in Japanese childcare, we are very respectful for child autonomy. That is next slide. Yes, the first is very respect to child autonomy. We like when the child grows, we want them to be themselves. The next point is that the Japanese care is very respectful for the peer interactions that the children can interact with different humans, including caregivers, such as professionals, and their peers, brothers, or someone with a lot of stimulation for their development. And the third is that Japanese children have very comprehensive supportive environments that can help them to grow. For example, as for the government of the child care and the school fee of the child care is a little bit low and average in the country. So every is similar to the economic model, so every factor is environment that supports the child growth, health, development, and growth. So next. From now, I will share some pictures for you. You can see here is some toys, so the child can choose the toys freely what they like to play. Next. And also, we have a lot of we have a lot of since that they can develop their own interests and begin fields in the future. And here is a peer interaction that we set various peers for children to play with others. For example, the first picture showed the inclusive child peer internet, and the child can play with the disabled children and the non-disabled children can come together and help each other, and they can communicate the world. And also, different people of different age. Mixed age class, for example, second picture shows 3 to 4 years old children can play together and play together, and the older children can also suggest help the younger children group. This is supporting people's indoor and outdoor environment, and they really explore all domains for children in the environment. Next. And also, the safe environment is very important. For example, first picture, the table, they respect the rules, they have the height adjusted table and chair. And the next thing is the flat-out fabric that protects their eyes when they sleep. Next. And also have the very detailed sleep record and the safe eating record that protect their sleep and safe eating. And also, this slide is for earthquake. If earthquake happen, they can go down very quickly. And as for this picture, because you can see the wall and the door is in glass, so even if the child professional outside, you can see the children inside, keep them safety. And also have very limited semi-directional education. For example, the children can see the kitchen and they can have vegetable cultivation together, and also they can engage in some food distribution and wash the dishes. And also they will put some pictures and some interesting things on the wall, and the child can see the information from that. Next. And finally is we have the child care support systems that support child development. According to the system, child care professionals and caregivers and also researchers can work together and use the supportive tool like some skills that we development to do the evidence-based child care and or to keep the healthy child development. Next. And last, I will share not about the child care center. I will share you a great model for the co-creative well-being. This is from the Japan Toy Museum, and in the toy museum, both of the child and the elderly and the volunteers in the community, they can play together. And we can see there are 3 features of the toy museum. So this is a community-based center for co-creative well-being for all. And the second is we choose the wood toy-based activities as a operation model because everyone can play it and enjoy it, from the child to elderly. And third is that everyone will come to be the unpaid volunteers in the community. That means this place is organized and run in daily life by the volunteers in the community. And from the child to the elderly, they can play together and have the cooperative well-being together. And this is models that we summarized from our qualitative research, from the individual to the sustainability level. Every factor's environment will combine together and to become the co-creative well-being. So this is also for sustainable development, for co-creative well-being for all and all ages. This is our future direction. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, for the presentation. I think the presentation is really great to inform us about exciting activity and fun activities that children in Japan do. I think it's really taking me back to kindergarten. Thank you. Okay, our next presentation will be brought by Ms. Monica Strata from that will be from for children situation in Nepal. For Ms. Monica, your time.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I understand I'm also a student, so I can see some of you are feeling sleepy maybe. So I will not take your long time. I will just introduce myself and also about Nepal's child care system currently. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marika and I'm from Nepal. And currently I'm doing my master's degree in public health, which I have finished this year, and continuing my PhD from this year. Yes, from 2020. So I would like to share about my a little bit experience from being a lower developmental country, like how I come up with applying for masters and what are the changes I felt in myself is I would like to share this because I understand like we have a diverse background and we are sometimes worried that we can approach to the particular university or not, but you should not think like that. I have applied and I got university in Chihuahua for like admission in a master's degree, and after being enrolled, I have developed my many kind of research developments, like how research happens, because I was not aware of many things, but I really appreciate that I got the opportunity, and I really want everyone to apply and try something new. Okay? So let's go forward to my presentation. So today I'm going to talk in the two parts. Next slide please. Two parts. First is Nepal's approach to childcare, and second part, like already our Ms. have introduced, empowerment design for saving the childcare. Okay, so let's go next. Next slide. So when I say Nepal, I just want to know how many of you heard about Nepal before. Raise your hands. Oh, it is not. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much for raising your hand. Okay, next. So Nepal is a small landlocked country located in between China and India. Okay, can we go next? So here is a map, like from Nepal, how far is the Indonesia? Okay, next. So when I say Nepal, I would like to talk about small information about Nepal. Like, have you heard about Mount Everest? Yes, it is in Nepal. It is located in Nepal. Have you heard about the Buddha? Yes. So Gautam Buddha was born in Nepal. And also Nepal is very famous for trekking and other things, like Nepal also has three parts of Nepal, like Himalayas and then hills and then plain area. So also Nepal's flag is one of the triangular flags, so really very unique flag in the world. Okay, next please. So now moving forward to the history of childcare in Nepal. So the history of early childhood education centers in Nepal, such as kindergartens, began with the establishment of the first kindergarten in Nepal 1950s. Okay, and in Nepal has three, I have already said three parts: mountain, middle hills, and Chorite. Including all, we have around 36,000 kindergartens. Can we go next? So in Nepal there are three kind of schools we will find, like kindergartens. One is government school, another is community-based school, and the third one is private schools. So in government-based schools, it is funded by government and which is free of charge. And the second one is run partly by the NGO and the government, and which is also free but little bit amount they charge. And third one is the private one, not supported by the government, which is like from the private, people have made the school and started the school, like having the children. So there will be a little bit expensive, but a good services. Let's go ahead. Next slide. Yeah, so in Nepal, early childhood education, such as kindergarten, comprises of 3 stages. Like first one is playgroup, which is 1.5 year to 2.5 years children. In this group, they will develop their language, social aesthetic, and motor skills. And the second part is foundation, which is 2.5 year to 3.5 year children will go there, and children will be engaged in school activities such as reading, writing, counting, number recognition, and other problem solving things. And third foundation is 3.5 to 5.5 years old children. And in this foundation, students will get involved in age-appropriate activities that prepare them for formal school, elementary school, yeah, of course. Can you go next, please? Yeah, so actually, like Juju-san has introduced about the timetable in the school activities, we also have from government. This is like theme-wise activities. As we can see that outdoor games has 15 minutes, physical games and socialization has 15 minutes, but like for example, like Juju-san introduced, like from this time to this time, it is not mentioned. It depends on the children's situation, how they want to do it, and it is free will for the children, how they really want to do it. Like for example, they want to sleep, or they want to play, or they want to eat, the time is not done, like not confirmed like the time. Can we go next? Yes, thank you so much. Now moving on to the my part number 2, empowerment design for the strengthening the child care. Since Nepal also has many other problems to develop the child care centers and child care education in Nepal, we don't have any education system like where we can go and like get a graduate degree for child care system. We only have 1 year diploma course for the child care system. So each and every teacher in the kindergarten, they have to get the 1 year diploma course. That's it. So I'm looking forward to if from my researches I can get more insight for my country. And also I would like to mention a few things about when I participated in Indonesian schools, like a few of the schools we have participated recently. San's help and Judasan's help. So I came to know that some of the features are almost similar in Nepal. And some cultures are also similar. Yeah, can we go next? So yeah, since he has already mentioned about the empowerment, so I would like to give a small explanation about empowerment. Means giving people hope and dreams, offering them encouragement and promoting them to generate within themselves the wonderful potential strength to live that everyone sincerely has. So yeah, there are 3 kinds of empowerment, like self-empowerment, peer empowerment, and community empowerment, right? Can we go next? Yeah, so I try to put this design to make more clear to everyone like how we can empower our child care centers. So I have tried to put like what will be the objectives, what will be the present situation, and then give the backgrounds and have the influential factors and supporting methods we have to create, and then we have grounds. So yes, this would be the one of the really good approach to develop our childcare centers and also childcare education. Can we go next? Okay, thank you so much everyone for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Sresta Swarga, for the presentation. I think we can really see some similarities between children's situation in Indonesia and in Nepal. Thank you so much, Miss. So the next sharing session will be brought by Ms. Yuri Nurdiantami and Ms. Wati Widianingsi for children's situation in Indonesia. So to Ms. Yuri and Ms. Wati, you may present your presentation.
Okay, while waiting for the presentation, I would like to introduce myself. I'm sorry. Can you see me? Can you all see me? Okay, I will start here. So my name is Yuri Nurdiantami. Maybe some of you know me, but some of you had never heard of me. because I already studied in Tsukuba University since 2022, the late of 2022. So it's already almost 2 years of doctoral program in Tsukuba University, Japan. So it's really great to see all of you here. I see the confidence in my students' eyes, and also I see a bright future in this university because all of you has a very good confidence. All of you eager to learn, and it makes me so glad. So I also want to motivate you that you can all pursue higher education if you want to. It is possible to pursue higher education, like me, like some of my colleagues, also your lecturer in here graduated from another university abroad. You can pursue a higher education, either it's in Indonesia or it's abroad. So the future is open for us. Okay, let me start my presentation. Today's presentation is titled Enhancing the Well-being of Indonesian Children Through Early Childhood Education. So in Indonesia, early childhood education is meaning from playgroup to kindergarten, dari kelas bermain sampai TK. Okay, so please next. At first, I want to start by what our government says about early childhood education. As I said before, it's starting from 0 to 6 years old, and it's conducted through provision of educational stimulations to help physical, spiritual growth, and also development of children. So you see 3 points here: physical, spiritual, and also development. And to have readiness to get further education. So it's a foundation, it's a basic foundation to get further education. Next. Next. Okay, next. So in this presentation, I would like to talk about our current conditions. So you've heard about Chinese condition, Japan conditions, Nepal's condition, and how about Indonesia's conditions? So let's see. I will talk mainly about the students, about the facilities, and also about the teacher of the kindergarten. So at first, let me introduce the part of early childhood education. First, as we all know, early childhood is a very important time, and it influences the child's later development. So it starts from the beginning. You know, 1,000 days, the very important part of life. Have you ever heard? Yes? So, in Indonesia is 1000 hari pertama kehidupan. Yeah. Okay, it's a golden period. It is a very important period to influence your later's development, our later's development. And the early childhood stage are important for child development, including for children's cognitive and social, emotional, and also physical development. Next. So based on the survey, in 2002, it indicates that the quality of education in Indonesia ranked as 12. It's kind of sad, right? 12, ranked 12 in the Asian, and it means that we have a poor education. So poor education levels means we have inadequate Indonesian human capital, and Indonesia will face challenges in competing with another nation. So that's why from 2001, the Ministry of Education has focused more on the early childhood education. So they made a very special division concern for the early childhood educations starting in 2001. So it's 20 years ago. We already start to concern about the early childhood educations. And human resource development in the industrialized countries such as USA, Germany, developed countries like Japan begins with early childhood development. So we have to learn from the developed country how to manage resources, especially in human resources, which encompasses treatment, care, and also education to them. Next. Okay, this is the current condition in Indonesia. Let's start from the institution itself. So currently we have 189 thousands of institutions in Indonesia. So based on the status, it is the kindergarten. This one is the playgroup, and this one is the daycare, and this is the others. So the blue one is the public one. Public one means it owned by our government. So it's free. So it's free for the children. But you can see the numbers are very little compared to the private one. As we all can see in our daily communities, most of the children goes to the private one, right? So we have so many private kindergarten in our community. And also based on the ownerships, you can see here that in the orange one is the government-owned kindergarten. But most of the kindergarten was owned by private organization. Almost 76 or 77% of our kindergarten in Indonesia was owned by some organization and some companies. Next. So, based on the participants of the kindergarten itself, this is based on the program. So, the kindergarten, this is the public, this is the private. There are so many early child education students in Indonesia, around 6 million. We have 6 million of children ages 0 to 6 years old in Indonesia. So we have to take care about the 6 children in Indonesia because they are our future. They are Indonesian future, right? So this is based on the grade of the program. And this one is based on the sex. So you can see it's almost similar. It's balanced between the male and also the female. Next. So by the facilitators and staff, I can show the data. So this is the public, this is the private, and this is kindergarten, playgroup, and early child daycare. Daycare is, do you know what daycare is? Anyone else? What? Can someone say? Daycare? Maybe the kindergarten is familiar, and playgroup is also familiar. And what about daycare? Because the number of daycare in the region is very small, is quite small. So daycare, the facilities operates until afternoon. If the parents are working, so the parents can put the children in the daycare. They can pick up the children in the afternoon after the working hours. Is it correct? Is it okay? Okay? Okay. So based on the sex of the teacher, mainly the teacher in the kindergarten, in the playgroup, as well as in the daycare program, is female. So very low number of male teacher in the kindergarten or early childhood education area in Indonesia. Next. Next. So this is what makes me happy actually. So what is their last level of education? So you can see here that the last level of education of the teacher is quite high. This is the bachelor degree, 57%, and master degree. So 47% or 48% of the teacher in the early childhood education is already have master degree. So it's quite makes me happy because if they have higher education, so they can make a higher quality of education. So it is a very good news for us. And this one is based on the age of the teacher. It also makes me happy because you know what? We have so many teachers in the age of below 31 years old. So from 173,000 of teachers is very young. They still energetic. Even though also the older one is also energetic, but they have a power. They have a very good motivates the elderly to keep them updated with the technology development or anything else. Right? Okay, now let's focus on the challenges that it will be brought by my friend Otiksa. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Hi. Oh, tadi kan katanya kalau hai bilang hai. Halo. again. Maybe I will ask you to bring us, all of us, red porridge, because Japanese culture. I'm Japanese, not Japanese only. Japanese. I speak Japanese instead of Japanese. So in our culture, in Japanese culture, if you change your name, you have to bring red porridge for all of people in here. Okay, my name is Otik. I'm actually a Japanese, but for the last 7 years, I live in West Kalimantan, Pontianak, and my home base is in Universitas Muhammadiyah Pontianak. So I shouldn't change the name, so that is my home base. And I actually, these are my senpai. Senpai itu kakak kelas ya, kakak tingkat. Jadi formatara senpai. So I'm on first year actually, almost second year for the next April. So I will, please allow me to continue of the slides explanation. So, and this came out actually when we have already done the research for Yurisan and that research. And these are what and how to improve. Previous, please. Yeah, previous slide, please. For what and how to improve. Yes. Okay, since Indonesia is really like rich of islands, tribes, and everything that we have is really like well, it's not common for us to say only like these parts. But this is one of our conclusion, a little bit about what we have already found in our research. And Indonesia, number one is Indonesia is a country with a very diverse demographic background, education, household income, and understanding of effective parenting practices. And we have seen, and you can also actually, you guys have opportunity also to have this kind of research. You guys maybe know about the PKM, right? You already tried to participate on that activity? Yes, of course, because we have so many kind of things that we need to dig. We need to dig in. What kind of issue, health issue, it's challenging for us, for public health, to find the innovation. So this is the challenge that we going to face up. And this is our job, to stand up for the innovation of intervention to deal with these challenges. So what we found is that the education level, as Yuri-san said before, education level is very impacted to the knowledge of the family, of the mothers, of the parents. That makes changes to their kids. Because by having improvement of the education, also knowledge, that might have a side of how to make or to give the children the best ever in the world education. So that's why there's so many educational institutions try to promote, the best they have, so that children, that parents able to be registered on their institution. So that's why we can see from the previous slides that we can see so many private, even daycare or maybe like educational institutions. We see in Indonesia. Even in Kalimantan Barat, West Kalimantan also have the same side, like we see in Indonesian graphic. And then the second one
there exists a disparity between public school and private school. As we can see, I bet you all can imagine. Siapa yang dulunya pernah graduated from private school? Private school. Mahal nggak? Is it expensive? Really? You know, right? It's really like, I'm not saying that, apa ya, subjektivitas ya. Your parents must be rich, but it's a fact, right? It's a fact. It's a challenge. I mean, everyone should have the best ever in the world education, actually. But this is the fact. That is, maybe that might, I will tell you the next slide. That was what kind of things that maybe we can have the peer and community empowerment, as Tobiane Sensei said. How you empower yourself to improve the peer and community empowerment, to have more solution about these challenges. And number 3, there is no universal standardized curriculum for childhood education. As long as you can have good facility to promote, you can open the institution of education here. But how about curriculum? Still, we need to encourage the government and have cooperation with the stakeholders, what they need actually. Curriculum made from the needs of the community, the needs of the stakeholder. Even NGO also needs to know what we should make, which one the best curriculum for the society, for the community. Because if the needs cannot be, cannot be mentioned, so I bet the curriculum will not really switch to the needs of the kids. And then the 4th, teachers' ability to implement different innovation in education is hindered by the lack of training opportunities resulting in low quality. So teachers' ability is really, really important. So that's why, sometimes, but we can see that the previous slides shows that the education is already improving, and then also lots of young teachers also increasing. So I bet there are no, lack of teacher. I think it's already reduced in Indonesia. But somehow, to improve the quality of human resources of the teacher, still need to improve more time over time because of the needs of the technology and everything, and to see the wider world. So I think to encourage the teacher to have more educational, as you guys also need to have more educational level, it has to be encouraged more. And then 5, limited inclusive education resources. As you know, we need more inclusive education. So I think that also brought by the president candidates nowadays. Yeah, yeah. It's already, it's a nice issue to pick up, ya, untuk menarik perhatian so that they will be. Okay. Next slide. Next week. Yes, you can see from this matrix, government, researchers, parents, home environment, school. Researchers, you guys also part of the researchers. Siapa yang biasa diajak dosennya ikut penelitian pengabdian?
What is scholarship? Minta nanti. Ikut. Okay? You have to be the participant when your lecture have this research and community service, because this is one of or maybe our job, like lecturers have to do this research. And what and how to improve. All stakeholders should take part. As I said, it's not only government job. It's not only parents who needs to know about which school, which education, which that best for the kids. This is also not only the school job to think about what should be the best for the kids. And then second, closing the gap between public and private universities. In West Kalimantan, the gap is not only about the public or private university, but it's also about how to say, because it's not like here. West Kalimantan is very, very rural, not very rural. How to say? Still many places categorized as a rural place. So, to pick or to get the private education is very hard. They will only able to put their kids in the public school, public kindergarten only. There are still many areas that has no electricity 24 hours. Can you imagine that? Only 6 hours. 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. The rest, they will have generator to turn on the electricity. Even the signal, you guys are able to use Wi-Fi here. You can use your data, something in your cell phone. Some of my students won't be able to do that. So you should be grateful to have also this university. Okay. And then the curriculum system should have a minimum standard, as the previous we already have that sentence, right? So, and then the more one, empowering the mothers and whoever able to support early child education. So empowering, so that's why I asked you later on, if you have the opportunity to join your lecture or any kind of organization, if you have, and then you should give your participation to do the community service, even for the research activities, you should join, because this is really important to empowering the community, especially for the mother also, whoever, siapapun able to support early child education, and their husband, their grandmother, their neighbor even, so everyone should be empowered to get this early child, the best early child education. And then 5, the last one I think, support the teachers with training and skill needed. So support is one of our ability to give for community service. So I think this is like the conclusion, what and how to improve when we see the challenges that we face. Okay, so be grateful to you. Because I have one story, the last one before this is ended. So that one, the story I said, so there is one, my student, he lives in Landak. Landak is one of the districts in West Kalimantan. And then she always, she's a good student. One day I look for her, the existence of her, because I need her to do something to help her. And I said, where is she? I texted her and then I called her. She never picked up, she never replied. And then somehow, frequently of my text and calling, I was
she picked it up finally. Yes, man. And then, like usually, posisi, gitu kan? Biasanya gitu ya. Di mana posisi, gitu kan? Ya, position. You know what she answered? Because of she looking at the ceiling. Posisi menteri di atas pohon bu. It's on the tree. So please enjoy as Andresen said. Please enjoy and empower yourself here in Comunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry for the pronunciation of the names. Okay. Now, let us comment to our Q&A segment. The second discussion and Q&A segment in today's seminar. Like earlier, same as earlier, if you have any question, just raise your hand so the committee can lend you the mic. Now let's begin with our first question. Are there any question coming from the audience? Okay.
Test. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Mazaya, and I want to ask one question for Mrs. Zuzu about the empowerment. Before Mrs. Zuzu that parental role is also crucial in empowerment. So my question is how to overcome empowerment welfare in children that experiencing broken homes, that their parents were divorced, so their kids wouldn't have the empowerment welfare. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Masaya, for the excellent question. Maybe Ms. Suzu can answer it.
Okay. Thank you for your question. You mean how to give the welfare support to their parents, right? To support the children in the home, at home, right? Okay. So actually, first, as I mentioned, we should know the real needs of the family because every family is different. So first, use the effective tools to know their needs. And then we should catch the needs and support based on the evidence. The evidence can be catched by the effective tools and also our professional skills, our research. So, and actually at last, we can use the empowerment model like Smalika-san. Smalika has give you the slide that we can know their needs, then give their goal, and find their strengths and challenges and the support based on the evidence. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Zuzu and Mazaya, for the answer and question. Are there any more questions coming from the audience? Okay, you may introduce yourself first.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Zalfa, and I want to ask a question about how you're taught about the children that already going into the competition, but most likely if we can kind of see that their parents are more competitive than their children, and what you're taught about, is it going to affect when they grow up? And we can kind of hear about people when already grow up told about, oh, we can finally heal our child issues. So what's your thought about the children that still very early child but already attend a competition that most likely pushed by their parents? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zalfa. May I ask who do you address this question to?
For all the speaker that may answer my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zalfa. Maybe Miss Smarika can answer it first.
So thank you for your question. What I understood is you mean to say that the family, the parents give the pressure to the children to get a good marks, come first, always. that is the pressure in Indonesia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, that is similar to my country also. Since I have brought up with that environment, I can understand the pressure, but actually it is not a correct way to do parenting. Recently I have done the research on home environment for the children, like what is the effect of home environment to the children for their social competency and behavioral difficulties. And in the context of Nepal, I found few evidence like if parents are only giving, like asking the children for the particular remarks like going to the school regularly, you have to be the first. you should only consider about, parents are more focused about the future of the children in education environment. So after all the research done and the results I got, I believe that now that is not the correct way, and to avoid those kind of environment, first, our country's parents should be educated about how environment should be. Like for example, what I did the research, I'm going to pass these results to the schools, and maybe schools provision might be share the information like, okay, you have to focus on this kind of environment, you have to this kind of time to the children, what kind of situation you have to focus on. So maybe it's better to give the evidence to play with anything, like to give any kind of education, evidence is important. So yeah, please do research in Indonesia.
Thank you for the answer.
Okay, is it enough?
Oh yeah, that's enough.
Okay, thank you, Miss Marika, for the answer. Are there any more questions? Okay, you may please help the microphone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadila Aulia. I am a medical doctor and I am master student in public health and also mother of 2 children. And yeah, I have 2 children. Yeah, I have 2 children. They were born in the Netherlands, Groningen. And when I come back to Indonesia, one of my children was diagnosed with speech delay because when he was 2 years old, he was already at school in the Netherlands using Dutch. Then he didn't understand bahasa, and he often became a victim of bullying. And I want to ask is how kindergarten in Japan handle children with special needs to avoid bullying. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your questions. I think as for the children, for avoid the children with special needs from the bullying, first, I think there are 2 important things. The first is that the value of the special needs children. For example, we can see the inclusive child care, the disabled children and the non-disabled children, they can play together. That means it's very important to cultivate these children that they can play together, they can grow together. Now there is equality between them. Not you are disabled, you must be something others like that. So I think the first is the value of the child care and education. We should put that value in the daily child care, and that through the daily life they can gradually the situation will gradually become better. The second is that we should use some supportive tools to support the children. For example, you said the children with special needs, but we can also have other tools. For example, we can evaluate the environment, and this most from the child care professional or the research side. So we can evaluate the environment, evaluate how the children's grows, and we can know the trajectory of it, and then we can do the evidence-based support to the children with special needs. For example, you said the bullying, so we can also know some evidence from it, and after we know the evidence, we can have a more supportive plan to the daily child care. That's okay?
Is it enough? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Li Xiang, for the answer, and thank you for the question. Are there any more questions coming from the audiences? You may raise your hand. Are there any more? Or can I ask the committee, is there any more time left for the discussion session? Enough? Okay. Thank you for Ms. Zuzu, Mr. Li Xiang, Ms. Marika, Ms. Yuri, and Ms. Otik for the sharing session today. Let's give our applause for our speakers. And I would like to extend my gratitude to Professor Toki Ame and Professor Achim Heriswanto for the plenary session that have been today core event. And for our sharing session speaker, you may return to your seats. Let's give our biggest round of applause for them. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow students, sadly, I have to close this really interesting event, this plenary and this sharing session. I would like to extend my greatest gratitude to all the participants, or very distinguished participants that have been participated this event from the start to the finish. And I would like to close my sentence with, in Indonesia we call peribahasa. So this is how it goes. Kalau ada sumur di ladang, mari kita menumpang mandi. Kalau ada umurku panjang, boleh kita berjumpa lagi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much. And sampai jumpa. I will hand it over to Miss Ajrina. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dimas. So, dear colleagues and fellow students, we meet again. Actually, there will still be a continuous session, which is discussion for further collaboration of our other speakers and the lecturers of Public Health Department downstairs. But now, the seminar is nearing to its end, and now we are coming to the closing segment. There will be a certificate awarding segment for our speakers. The first will be given. Sekarang. Okay, but before that, there will be two presents for the two best questions. The first one is Inara. Where's Inara? Okay. Okay. And the last one is Zalfa. Zalfa.
Okay, because of Inara didn't present today, maybe if someone can answer my question, you can get the other present. Okay, you may raise your hand. Can someone please mention 3 kinds of empowerment in front? 3 kinds of empowerment. Okay.
Okay, so hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Faiza Atala. So I will answer the question. There are three differences in empowerment. The first one is personal empowerment, and the second one is peer empowerment, and the last one, the third one, is community empowerment. Thank you.
Okay, is it correct, everyone? Okay, you may give it.
Okay, so congratulations to the to all the winners. As I said before earlier, so there will still be more session, which is discussion for further collaborations downstairs for all the speakers and the public health department lecturers. And now it's nearing to its end, and we are coming to the closing segment, which is there will be a certificate awarding segment for our speakers. The first will be given to Professor Takyamna. Yeah. Okay, so the souvenirs will be given from Mrs. Apriningsi. And all the speakers can come up to the stage. Okay. To all the public health department lecturers, please come forward.
duduk gitu.
Kasihan amat. Berdiri juga cukup kok. Oke, ya. Ya.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our fellow public health department students of UPN Veteran Jakarta, sadly our event today is coming to an end, and I would like to thank our wonderful speakers that are here today for giving us a lot of knowledge and expanding our views about community empowerment. And I would also like to thank the committee who have facilitated this event and all the participants, our fellow students that are present in this auditorium. I am Ajna Dawina Putri as your Master of Ceremony, and I am signing off. I would like to apologize if there are any shortcomings and mistakes in my words. Let's meet again in future activity. Goodbye and have a fantastic day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Moderator pertama dan terakhir. Siap Bu, saya November 1. Karena udah Bu. Ajarin udah lulus Bu. Kan ajarinnya 3,5. Bener nggak?
Kan tinggal nunggu seremoni wisuda.
Bener kan? Lu nggak ngapa-ngapain kan? Gua aja yang skripsian bingung mau ngapain. Gua nggak gabut, bingung aja mau ngapain.
Teman-teman, mohon perhatiannya, keluarnya berurut dari paling belakang ya. Pelan-pelan ya.
Cik, lu saya dulu, cik.